As you can see, we're no longer on the Amazon.com webpage. We're in our tool, Helium 10 tool, to research some ideas. We need ideas. We can't just come up with ideas on our own. So these tools help out a ton. Otherwise, you could spend weeks trying to find a good idea on your own. So I like to use Helium 10 because it's free. I like to use this tool right here called Blackbox. As you can see, I'm still on the free plan. I don't have that many searches left. I have 12 searches left. I'm going to have to upgrade eventually. But as of right now, and you specifically, you don't need more than 20. So you can just get a free Helium 10 account and just use all your benefits and never use it again. Now, when you're on the black box tool, it's going to default to products. You don't want to stay on products. Why? Because a brand could be releasing a new product that they have a lot of brand awareness and lots of people know them. So when they release a product, it could have 0 reviews, but $100,000 in sales a month. And you're thinking, well, I can just buy this product off of Alibaba, just list it, make $100,000 a month. That's not true. It's just because that brand has a lot of brand recognition that they're doing so well. So you want to find out with your ideas, we're still brainstorming here, with your ideas, you want to find out how the general niche is doing. That's why we click on keywords instead of products. And once we click on keywords, we're going to input some search criteria, which I'm going to tell you right now. You can just follow along. So the search volume minimum, I want 2,000. So I want the product to be searched for at a bare minimum of 2,000 times per month, which is kind of like, lower end, but it's still good enough to make some good money. Monthly revenue, I want it to be between $3,000 and $70,000 a month. You might be thinking, well, why don't I want to make $1 million a month? Well, that's because usually that's reserved for brands, and brands invest a lot of money and they make millions of dollars a month. But that's because they have millions of dollars to invest, and they have investors too that they don't really care that they're in the red for years and they get a return on investment, years down the road. And we don't want that. We want to make money with our investment now. So the price between $12 and $50. You don't want a too expensive of a price, because if you're selling something on Amazon that costs $70, more than likely it'll cost you around $20 to $30 cost, right, to actually make the product. And if you want to order 1,000 units or something, you're gonna have to drop $20,000 to $30,000, and it's gonna be a while before you see that return on investment. So you don't want $20,000 to $30,000 just hanging out at Amazon. You want something a little bit cheaper, a little bit easier to scale up. A review count at a minimum 0 would be fine. Maximum is 700. Review rating is optional. I don't really care about the review rating. I've seen plenty of case studies, at least with my agency, that the review rating doesn't really matter. But I've seen brands have reviews, like one product has 4 stars, one has 3 stars, and the one that has 3 stars is outperforming the one that has 4 stars. So I don't really see review rating as relevant. Then we're going to select our categories. Categories are very specific. I'm just going to select the right ones, and I'm going to tell you why I'm selecting these after I select them. So it's arts, crafts, and sewing, baby. Let's see. None of that. Home and kitchen, industrial and scientific, kitchen and dining, office products, patio, lawn and garden, tools and home improvement, and that's it. I got 8. So 8 categories selected. Now, I don't want to select any categories like, dietary supplements, health and household. I don't want beauty products, creams, because those can be potentially dangerous if you don't know how to handle it properly, if you don't have the proper licenses. If you're selling foods like, things that to ingest, like a pill, like a vitamin or something, you need certain licenses, and you need to pay a lot of additional money, and you have a lot more risk, because if you hurt somebody, they might sue you or something. So you don't want those categories. Also, you can take advantage of Amazon remote fulfillment, which means you can have your inventory in the United States and sell to Canada and Mexico. So you want to have products that are approved by both Canada and Mexico, and these categories are Canada and Mexico approved. Mexico, not so much, but Canada, yes. So, and you can go ahead and sell it 2 different countries at the same time, similar to how Amazon European Union does it. Very, very cool. So we're pretty much done. We got our categories, we got our criteria. Everything looks good. I'm just kind of double checking everything just to make sure. Yeah, we're definitely good. So we can go ahead and press the search button. I got 11 searches remaining. I'm going to have to eventually pay for Helium 10, but you don't have to. And look at all of these suggestions. There's a lot of suggestions, a lot of ideas, a lot of things for us to look through. Now, I'm going to just spot check these. I'm just going to check that it's something that I want to do and nothing weird is going on. Now, here I can clearly see my specifications. So the average monthly revenue is 4,000. The BSR is 143,000. The average price, the average search volume, everything is good here. Now, this is like custom street signs. Let's take a look at it. Let's press the 3 buttons here. And yeah, so I'm looking at custom street signs. That's pretty cool. But I'm looking at my numbers here. This is at the bare minimum. I told you in the product criteria section that at the bare minimum, I want 2,000 people searching for it on a monthly basis. This is a good price. Not too much money, but these are my personal favorites because when you sell on Amazon, nobody is dreaming of selling on Amazon as a child. You don't get asked, what do you want to do when you're older? Oh, sell on Amazon. No, we're all here looking to get a return on investment. So we got to have a selection of products, a selection of money makers, as I call them. So you want to just reorder something that's making you money. And this very, very low amount of money, but a very, very low amount of competition. So if I'm checking here, look, 92 to 11, 940, that one's a little high, but still not that high. 119, 280, 180, very little reviews. What this means is that there's individuals selling this. There's not really brands just taking over the detail page and you have to buy from the brand. No, this is just, you can really instill your will here. You can make something that you like or you have researched that it's a good design and go ahead and sell it. You might not sell that much because the average monthly revenue is $4,000, but you're going to sell a good amount at a good profit and you want to mix that. That's going to be a complement to another product. That's why I like these products a lot. Something that I like to make sure, now this BSR is a little high, but I like it when it's a little high. The lower it is, the more competition there will be. For example, this one is 75,000. And if I look at it on Amazon, I'm sure the review count is just going to spike. Yeah, 1,000, 200, 1,000 again, almost 2,000. 400. So this has a little bit more competition, but there's a little bit more of an upside because there's more people searching for these wine bags for travel. They're 3,000. Not that big a difference, honestly. To be honest, we're still brainstorming. Custom street signs looks good to me. I don't want the competition. I want to just make a profit. So I'd be doing custom street signs. That's something that I would definitely consider down the road. But one thing that I do like to make sure, and I do this manually, I don't do this with the tool. I like to search for the top 3 items or click on the top 3 items. So 1, 2, and 3. And I like to make sure it's not the same brand and it's not fulfilled by Amazon. So let's check this out. Okay. Brand is Outsita and it's the actual brand selling it. Okay, good. That's number 1. Number 2. That's a different brand right there, Live Bay, and I think my coupon generator is going off. So this is a different brand, so good enough, okay? And I'm going to search for who's selling it. Okay, sold by the actual brand. Okay, good. We're good to go. Number 3, the brand is Tyrannia Store, and it's sold by the brand. Perfect. Wine bags would be a perfect example of something that I can pursue. Remember, we're still brainstorming, but I definitely am considering wine bags as a product to pursue down the road with my Amazon product creation process.